back to my channel. Today we are going to be looking at dining plans. I've had so many requests for more planning videos, and this is something that I really wanted to touch on right now because this whole week has actually, we have been planning, Mitzi and I, my twin sister that's going in June with me for the Toy Story Land opening. We have been dealing with this all week about the dining plan. So it's really fresh in my mind. I've called Disney and I've talked with them about things and got some answers to some things. And I really want to share with you what I've learned and pass it on to somebody else. Hopefully it'll be helpful. And not everybody gets to go to Disney for a week and for 2 weeks, and and those times are great, and I love going that kind of way too. But this is going to be a short little trip for us, so it's been kind of tricky planning it and getting the most of our time there and not wasting money, and to make sure we choose the right things that are best for us when we're there. So I just want to share it, and hopefully that'll help somebody else in the same situation. So what I'm going to start out with though, let's start out with, and I'll explain all that about our vacation as we get into it, when we get to that spot. But let me start out by just giving you some informational information. Let's talk about the age groups of the Disney dining plans. Unfortunately, there is not an age from ages infant to 3. There's really nothing for that range in a dining plan. They said, what they said you could do is the child, if they're old enough to eat table food, they can eat off of your plate when you go to the restaurant. Or if you think they're old enough and need a meal, even though there's not a dining plan for them, you can purchase a meal for them and it'll just be added to your bill. So from infant to like 3 years old, there's no dining plan for that age. So just keep that in mind. A children's dining plan starts at the age of 3 to 9. So from 3 to 9, they would be qualified for the children's dining plan. And then from 10 years old and older, they will be considered an adult dining plan. So that's your breakdown for your age groups. So when I get to the age groups of telling you pricing for certain dining plans, you'll know that range. And again, from infant to 3, there's no dining plan. From 3 to 9, it's a children's dining plan. And from 10 to up is an adult dining plan. So just want to interject that real quick, so when we get to it, you'll know what age groups we're talking about. So how do most people do the dining plan? For us and most people, you call Disney, you set up a package. That package is usually called Magic Your Way Vacation Plan. And yes, I'm referring to my notes, but it's called the Magic, and I'm reading that so I say it right, but it's called the Magic Your Way Vacation Plan. And usually that's just when you get your resort and your tickets, park tickets together, and you can put your dining plan in there. So again, it's called Magic Your Way Vacation Plan. But anyway, there are 3 different dining plans that you can choose from. And again, I think I may have mentioned this real quickly. There have been some changes for 2018, and I'll mention those. But here's a list of your 3 different dining plans. You've got your quick service dining plan, you have got your Disney dining plan, and you have got your deluxe dining plan. So I'm going to start out, we're going to take each one and we're going to just jump into it. And then there's some extra little things at the end I'm going to talk about. But for now, we're just going to kind of go through the different dining plans. But the first one I'm going to talk about is your quick service dining plan. I want to start there because that's what we decided to do. When we were trying to decide what we wanted to do for our trip, at first we said we're not going to do a dining plan. We're just going to pay out of our wallet, out of our pocket. And we're just going to do it that way. It's just simpler. We're not going to save any money, so why even fool with a dining plan? And then we were like, okay, well, what kind of meals do we want to do? Do we want to go sit down at a table service and see a character or two? Do we want to do quick services? So we had to sit down. Mitch and I talked about it, and we're like, what are we going to Disney for? You know, and you need to do that as well with you and your family. You need to sit down and say, okay, do we have a bunch of children? Do we have several children that are going to be just going go, 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 ride, ride, ride? They want to do everything, be everywhere, see everything. Then a table service might not be for you because, you know, if you're fast-paced, going, you don't want to take the time to waste in a sit-down meal, which is going to be at least an hour or longer, probably an hour and a half, especially if there's characters to meet. It's something that you want to enjoy, the time there, the atmosphere, everything like that. Then a quick service is more for you. So that's what we were thinking about. We said, we're only going to be there for 2 days. What do we want to do? We want to spend time in the park. We're going there for the Toy Story Land. We're going there for the park on Saturday. We're going to Magic Kingdom on Friday, which we're already going to be short on time there anyway because our flight comes in early in the morning, but, you know, well, it'll be probably later in the morning, lunchtime before we even get there. So we decided to do nothing but quick service meals. That way we're just in and out. We get our meal. We don't have to wait very long. We don't have to spend a lot of time in the park waiting in line for a restaurant. We can go straight to the park rides, the attractions, everything we want to see. So that's what we decided to do. So then we said, okay, we're just going to pay out of our pocket and we're going to do quick service, and that's it. But then I called and I started getting information. I talked to the cast members about the plans, how much they were. And when I found out how much the quick service plan was, we figured it up and we'll actually be saving some money by doing the quick service plan. And so we decided to do the quick service plan. So when we go in June, we're going to do something we've never done before, she or I. We've never done the quick service plan, and we've never gone and ate nothing but quick service meals. So it's going to be a first for both of us. So we're excited to try it and see how it works out. So so the quick service meal is what you might say, what do I get in a quick service meal? Let me see if it works for us. Well, what do I get in the quick service plan is what I should have said. And then what do you get? You get 2 quick service meals, you get 2 snacks, and you get a refillable mug. So it's really enough food for anybody. But you might say, well, what qualifies as a quick service meal? Well, in a quick service meal, you get 1 entree and you get your beverage. And no, you don't get a dessert. That's a change that's happened recently, is you no longer get a dessert with your quick service meal. They moved that from the quick service meal to an extra snack. So that's why you're getting 2 snacks instead of 1. Because used to, on the dining plan, you only got 1 snack. So I kind of like the change, you know. What if you're not in the mood to eat that much in the middle of the day, but you might like it later? So they've moved it to a snack. And so it really just gives you the opportunity, more opportunities to get that snack, not just at lunchtime. So I kind of like the change, to be honest with you. So for a quick service dining plan, you get 2 quick service meals, you get 2 snacks, and a refillable mug. And then for your quick service meal, you actually get an entree and you get your beverage. And so let me tell you real quick the prices on that, and then I'm going to tell you about another change. The prices for your quick service dining plan for an adult is $52.50. For a child is $21.74. So those prices are per day, or they say per night, because a quick service entitlement day is for every night that you have a reservation at your resort. So let's just say for us, for example, we're going in on Friday, we're staying Friday night, Saturday night, and we're leaving on Sunday. Well, we can do a dining plan for Friday. We can do a dining plan for Saturday because we're spending the night those nights. But on Sunday, we don't have one. Now, if you're doing a much larger dining plan, like we did last year, we did the deluxe dining plan, and you have leftover entitlements, you can use your dining plan on your leaving day, your travel day, because you just have leftover entitlements. And you can use it that day you leave. Keep in mind, your entitlements on your Disney dining plan expire at midnight on the day that you leave Disney. So on the day that we're leaving is Sunday. If we happen to have any extra credits on our dining plan, they'll expire Sunday night at midnight. So, you know, that's something that you want to keep in mind. We went for Ohana's breakfast the next morning on our travel day. Brad and I did our last visit because we had enough entitlements to do that. So, you know, be sure to, if you want to do something like that, to plan your vacation out like that. But they won't expire until midnight of the day you're leaving. So just keep that in mind. So again, $52.50 for an adult per day and $21.74 per child. And so with that said, let me tell you what the change is. One of the changes for 2018, and that's your beverage. For a change is now you have more options. For non-alcoholic beverages, you have the option of milkshakes, you have the option of smoothies, hot chocolate, soda, coffee, or tea. So those are options that you can have for non-alcoholic beverages. If you're 21 and over, you can have these options. You can have a beer, you can have a glass of wine, you can have a mixed drink, or you can have a cocktail. Now keep in mind, you have to have a valid ID if you're going to drink alcoholic beverages. So keep that in mind as well. And some restaurants also may have restrictions on which things you can order or not. So you may have to, you know, inquire about that. But those are changes for our new dining plan that's come out, you know, for 2018. You have more options for your beverages. And so for your Disney quick service dining plan, you get your entree and your beverage. And so that beverage can be any of those options that I just told you. So let's move on. Let's go on to our next dining plan, and that is the Disney dining plan. The Disney dining plan is probably your most common and most popular dining plan. It actually offers more opportunities for you than the quick service. You might say, well, what do I get in a table service, you know, Disney dining plan? And it is a table service, a quick service, 2 snacks, and a refillable mug. So those are your options there. You really get a little bit of everything there. And let me just stop here and explain. I don't know if I said this in the quick service talk. We said so much about quick service, but quick service is like just going to the table, the counter, ordering your food, picking your food up like you would at McDonald's, like a fast food restaurant, bringing it back to your table, clearing your table when you're done. That is a quick service. You don't have anybody wait on you. A Disney dining plan has a table service and a quick service for you. So the difference between a table service and a quick service is your table service, you actually have someone waiting on you. So a waitress will come to you with a menu or talk to you about your options for your buffet or family style meal, whatever that may be, and they actually wait on you the whole time you're there. So that's the difference between your table service and your quick service. So you get in the Disney dining plan a table service, a quick service, 2 snacks, and a refillable mug. So what comes in a table service? We already know what comes as a quick service. So a table service is an entree, but in addition to that, it could either be a buffet or it can be a family style meal. And so you get your entree, buffet, or family style meal. You get your beverage. And what's different is you actually get a dessert. So the table service is really a good, if you got the time for a table service, it's really a good meal to have. It can be a character dining. Also, I mean, there are some character dinings that require 2 table service. Cinderella's Royal Table is one, but is one that requires 2 table services. But most table services are just 1 entitlement of a table service, and you can use that table service for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. A good example again is Be Our Guest. It's considered a table service there for dinner, so you could do that. You could be breakfast. Garden Grill is a good example for a breakfast with the characters with Chip and Dale. It's a good table service, and so you can actually use a table service for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. So keep that in mind. Okay, so, and also table services have to have reservations. I mean, you don't have to. You could walk up to a table service and put your name down, but you're going to be waiting a while. So you definitely want to think about making a reservation. You can make reservations as early as 6 months before you go. So I would highly, highly, highly recommend doing a table service reservation 6 months before you go, especially those hard to get ones, because they do become very competitive. So definitely do that. But anyway, let me go ahead and give you the prices for your Disney dining plan. The prices for your Disney dining plan for an adult is $75.49 a day or per night. The price for a child is $25.75 per day or night stay. So those are your prices for your Disney dining plan. You can see it's kind of a significant increase for the adult, but it's not that much more for a child. So, you know, whatever plan works better for you, you need to look at all of the variables there and be sure to make the right decision for you and your family. So let's move on now to the third type of dining plan. Your third Disney dining plan would be your deluxe dining plan. Your deluxe dining plan is going to give you the most food, the most options, more than you could absolutely ever handle. Brad and I did that last year, and the reason we booked that last year was because we had Cinderella's Royal Table book, which is 2 table services per person, and we had numerous, almost every day we were there, character breakfast, which is a table service. We had reservations every evening for dinner, mostly with characters, so that was table services. So with the Disney dining plan, we didn't have enough table services, so we were either going to have to pay out of our pocket or increase our dining plan. So the choice we made was to increase our dining plan to the deluxe, and it's wonderful to have those options, but we had so much food. We even found ourselves sharing food sometimes. I'm like, why are we sharing this? We have more than enough food credits to do whatever we want. But it was just too much food for us. So you really, this kind of plan is best suited for people who really, really are there for the food. Real foodies that like fine dining every meal, that really love, that have a hefty appetite, that love like a really good meal for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Those types folks that really are all about the food, this kind of plan is really for them, because it gives you that ability to get those food on that plan. We never ate a big meal at lunch. We could have had, well, let me tell you what it is and you'll understand what I'm saying. What comes in a deluxe dining plan is you get 3 meals a day. The reason they word it like that is because you can choose either a quick service or a table service at any time of the day. So if you wanted to eat a table service for breakfast, a table service for lunch, and then a table service for dinner, you can do that. Or if you want to mix it up, eat a table service for breakfast, a quick service for lunch, a table service for dinner, you could do that. And you have enough table service credits to go to signature dining, really exclusive signature dining restaurants that are 2 table service credits per person. Cinderella's Royal Table is 2. Most of your dinner shows are 2. So if you're doing a lot of stuff like that, this kind of dining plan is for you because it gives you those extra table services that you need. So you get 3 meals a day, which is quick service or table service. You get 2 snacks a day and a refillable mug. So you get tons of food. And let me just say this also. You know what a quick service is, you know what a table service is. So, and you know what snacks are. And I'm going to go through some snack options too at the end. But one thing that differs on the deluxe dining plan for table services, if you're at a table service restaurant that serves appetizers, you get an appetizer with your meal. So what comes with a deluxe dining plan at a table service restaurant that serves an appetizer would be an appetizer, your entree or buffet or family style, whichever one it is, your dessert and your beverage. So the only difference really between that and the Disney dining plan is you get an entree. And it's only at restaurants that offer entrees. So if you go to a quick service restaurant that you just go at the counter and pick up some food, they're not going to have appetizers there. So that wouldn't apply. But if you go to a restaurant, most table service restaurants have appetizers. You would get an appetizer in addition to your meal per person. Not just for the table, it's per person because you're paying per person for this dining plan. So just keep that in mind as well. So that's your deluxe dining plan. Let me give you the prices for that. Your deluxe dining per person is $116.25 per person per night stay. And then for a child, it's $39.99 per child per day. Listen, I don't know of any youngin' that's going to eat $40 worth of food a day. Yes. One thing I want to talk about is your snacks. You know, you get 2 snacks with every dining plan, whether it's the quick service up to the deluxe, it's 2 snacks. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about what's included and what's not included in your snacks. All right, in a snack credit, this is what is available to you. You can get frozen ice cream or popsicle or fruit bar. You can get a scoop of popcorn. You can get a 12-ounce coffee or hot chocolate or tea. You can get prepackaged milk or juice. You can get a whole piece of fruit like a banana or an apple. You can get a single service bag of snacks. Now you can't go in there and get one of them big old bags of popcorn or, you know, big old bag of candy. It has to be a single service size, okay? You can get a 20-ounce bottle of Coke or beverage, Sprite, Diet Coke, whatever. And then, or you could get a 20-ounce soft drink. So those are your options of what you can get. Some of the things that are not included in your snack credits, you know, the cute little specialty cups, your glow cubes, all those kind of things. You know, when you get your popcorn scoop, you can't put it in a souvenir cup or popcorn bucket. It has to be just in just the regular service thing. But those are some things you don't need to plan on. You can't walk into, your gift shop at your resort and get a jar of peanut butter or a jar of mayonnaise, or you know, things like that. It's just common sense. You know what snacks are for. But just wanted to say it and get it out there. But those are your snack options and what you can and cannot get. Another thing that I want to talk about that is super neat that I found out it's new, that I've never done before, that I'm anxious to try actually, is mobile ordering. And it is for only quick service restaurants. So, but if you're going to a quick service restaurant and you want to try mobile ordering, you can go to My Disney Experience on your phone, pull it up, and it's obviously at participating restaurants. And if you find your restaurant on there, go in, you choose what you want to eat, let them know the time you're going to be there, and they'll have your food ready, and then you can take it and go sit down. So I think that's neat as all get out. So I'm really anxious to try that. If any of you have done that and have tried it, let me know your thoughts, whether you liked it. Was it a good... Did you really have to wait when you get there, even though they say you don't? I'd be really curious to find out if that works as good as it sounds. So definitely want to try that out, but it is an option for you, so keep that in mind. Mobile ordering for quick service restaurants. Okay, so I want to show you the refillable mugs. You get one refillable mug with each and every dining plan. So even the quick service up to the deluxe. So let me show you that real quick. They're awesome to have. We've gotten them every time we've gone, but what you get is a refillable mug that you can refill at any quick service restaurant at the resorts. You can't do it in the park, but you can do it at your resort, any of the resorts. So if you're staying at Port Orleans and you go to the Grand Floridian, you can still refill your mug there. So, but it's great to have, especially if you got downtime at the pool or any other, you're going to Disney Springs, whatever. Refill your mug before you go and you're ready to go. But let me show you. These were my and Brad's cups when we got them in 2016. You can see we both got the red, and they both had the red handles that matched the lid. So whatever color lid you got, that's the color handle it was. And it was a cute, Walt Disney World, Mickey and Minnie type pattern on it. And you've all seen them before, but the lid pops off and you can flip it around, move this at the top, and you can put a straw in or not, whatever. And I love that we've always gotten them with the handles. I know there's been a time they didn't have handles, but I love the ones with the handles. But this was ours in 2016. Let me show you the ones we got in 2017. And we decided to get different colors this time. And the handles were white. So again, it's actually the same print. Yeah, it's the same print that was on the red ones, but they just changed, we just got different colored tops, but they changed the handles to be white instead of colored. And so, yeah, so I guess that way you don't have to, it doesn't matter which lid goes on which, in case you could just kind of mix them up. But again, these are your mugs. When I keep saying refillable mugs, that's what I'm talking about. And last year for 2017, I got the purple and Brad got the blue. So yeah, so these are our mugs, and you get to refill them at any quick service restaurant at the resorts only. Okay, all right. Another thing is, how do I keep up with my entitlements? This is probably another good question I get asked a lot. One, it's on your receipt. Whenever you purchase anything, it will show you, like, at a restaurant or a quick service or whatever, it'll have on your receipt the amount of entitlements you have left. And then if you don't have that with you, you can always check with guest relations or concierge. Your concierge will tell you all of it. There's many ways for you to keep up with your entitlements. So just so you know that. And then one other thing I want to mention also before I end is, when you get ready to leave and go home, For heaven's sakes, don't leave any entitlements or credits on your account. Be sure to switch those out for snacks before you leave. Before you leave, you can go to your resort gift shop or, you know, little store there. You can do it in the park. You can do it anywhere. But you want to switch out your entitlements. It's a snack for a snack. Or if you're doing, if you have a quick service left over, you can do it for 3 snacks. That's what it was last year. And I'm going to be honest, when I called Disney this week, one person told me it was 2 snacks. But then another person told me it was 3 snacks. So I'm going to go with the 3 snacks. And so, yeah, so a quick service meal that's left over on your dining plan can be exchanged for 3 snacks. So definitely be sure to do that. Don't leave money you spent at Disney World. So just wanted to mention that also. So I'm telling you, I think we are almost at the end. I've told you you can make your reservations 6 months in advance. I've told you about the changes in beverages. I told you the snacks that you can get. And I've told you the change, and you can do mobile ordering now. And I've told you the age group. I've told you the pricing. So I think I've covered it. And I told you about our plans of doing the quick service dining plan. So forgive me if I left anything out. I didn't mean to. But, you know, if you have any further questions, be sure to ask me in the comments. I would love to answer, help you any way I can. And, yeah, that's it. That's all I got to say about dining plans. And I know it's a lot. Thank you for hanging in there. And, yeah, I hope to see you guys soon. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching. You guys have a good day. I can't wait to see you again. More videos coming, so keep an eye out. Subscribe, hit that little bell for all the videos coming up. Love y'all. Bye.